Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to my court. Welcome if you're new. I am your Halloween, and I have a post review on my massive temperature blanket project from 2021. Come on back and we'll talk about it. Okay, so for those of you who may not be aware of what a temperature blanket is, it's basically a record of the temperatures for the year. So what you do is you set up a scale like this one, where you decide what temperatures you're going to be working with. I went for daily highs, as you can see here. And then I subdivided into roughly five degree increments. I went back into the 2019 because I started planning this at the end of 2020 with a group. Went back into 2019. I found there weren't too many that were 10 and below, so I stopped it at 5 and below. And there weren't too many that were over 30. Now, I wasn't using Humidex values or wind chill values. I was just using the ambient high temperature for the day. So I picked kind of all Halloweeny colors because it's me. And this is the massive project. I decided to make this twin size because my husband and I have a queen bed, but we use separate blankets. And my kids both have twin size beds. So I figured that would work for this. So it's quite wide. So that's the width. I did a foundation row and then a row of single crochet in the black to get it started. And then every day after that, I did one row. Now, I didn't necessarily pull this project out every day and do a row on it. Generally, I would catch up a week or 2 weeks on Fridays during my D&D game. But I would write down the temperatures every day. So, yellow, this is the cutoff for January. Now, I was a very, very new crocheter. I'd done like maybe 2 projects before I did this. So, you're going to see the stitches get better as they go up. I did completely single crochet for the whole thing. But I didn't know that you had, for a true single crochet, to go through both loops. So there's a lot of front loop only in here, at least for the first half or so. So the yellow is 4 to 0. You see a lot of the yellow in here. Green is 1 to 5, or this purple here is 6 to 10. And that's all the colors that you see in January. In February, we have this big chunk of gray. This is that chillpocalypse where Texas got hit really bad with that. We all got hit really bad with cold weather. Texas got hit. So that's what this gray is here. So this is from here to here is February. You can see there's lots of ridges in here. That's that front loop only that I was doing. I didn't know better. I was very, very new crocheter doing this. So that was February. So this to here is March. So we're starting to get some other fun colors in here. Getting the orange, which is 16 to 20, and the dark purple here, which is 11 to 15. Like, these are all Celsius, so I suck at Fahrenheit, sorry. That says April was fun. April, I went the first 17 days of April changing color every single day. So you can see up to here, every day I was changing colors. All of this. That's April up to here. I did black row every time I was switching months. Then May is relatively comfortable, relatively colorful. And then we get into the summer months. June is almost all red and brown. Red is 21 to 25 and brown is 26 and above. There were some that were 30 and above, but there weren't that enough of them that I felt it was necessary to. I've got some little ends here and there that I need to do this. I just put this, I had to weave that in. I weave the ends in on the edges. So here's more summer, and now we're starting to get into fall again. I think this is September. I think this is September. This would then be October. That's a join there. I'm going to have to weave that in. I got all the edges, but I didn't apparently get some of the joins. October. And this here is, from here on is November. Then there's the black there. And then December. So as you can tell as you go along, you have less of those ridges. So I'm doing more front loop only. I can see that the stitching's a lot more consistent as I went along. This is a huge project. I have a picture that I'm going to put on the screen of 4 of us holding this up before I put the edging on. Nope, there's a few little ends here that I'm probably going to need to trim. That's the one thing about this is there's a lot of ends at the end that you have to weave back in. But I actually have washed this. I put it through the washer and dryer. I did dry it on gentle just to make sure it was a low temperature. But it is machine wash and dry. All of this was acrylic. Most of it was Bernat Premier. But I did have a couple of others. I think I had one of these. I think the green is Starlet and the brown is Peyton's. Because I had very specific colors in mind, but they're all 4-weight acrylic machine wash and dry because I can't be bothered with fancy things. So, but it feels great after having gone through the washer and dryer. It is enormous. It's like a couch blanket. You can get like 5 people under it. And it's very colorful, and I love how the colors came together. I was a little leery when I put it together. It's like, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I think it works pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with it. There's definitely spots in it like, wow, yeah, I was a newbie at that. Whoops. But that's okay. It's kind of a testament to 2021 and a testament to my early crochet adventures. So I'm good with it being a little wonky. But what do you think? Have you guys done a temperature blanket project before? Are you working on one now? Leave a comment down below if you have, or if you might be interested in doing this in the year. You can do it actually for any year. I know people who've done it for the year you were born, because there are sites where you can find historical highs and lows. That might be cool, doing one for the year you were born. But it's a neat project. I'm glad I did it. I opted out of doing one for this year just because this was such a huge project. I think I'm not going to do one every year. But I enjoyed it. I then just took black and did a double crochet border. Just double crocheted all the way around. I did put 3 in the corners there just to give it a little extra. Work 3 into the corners to get it around. So this is a very basic blanket. It's a year's worth of work. It's going to be a nice little testament to my crocheting start. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm keeping warm on the couch for years to come. So thank you for joining me. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Keep it spooky, guys. Bye.